Alright, before we get started, it should be noted that these are my opinions on the track, and your mileage may vary. So, with that in mind, let's get it going. I'm going straight for the throat. It has been a minute since I played Waluigi Pinball. I'm gonna be honest, it's a relatively simple track, but it's a very dynamic track, and if you know anything about me, I like dynamic tracks. And I think that's something I love just about the DS tracks in general. The whole game focused on being more dynamic and having more unique things to it, I guess. Get back here, Luigi. Yeah, sure, 64 and Double Dash had like some dynamic elements to it, like cars and like change humps to avoid, but those were all static. Whereas this, I mean, you have a giant freaking pinball that you have to avoid. That's just what DS did, you know? Like, they added more or less different stuff to it. I mean, sure, this track is relatively simple. It's not a complex track at all. But it just adds to the chaotic party nature that Mario Kart has always been known and loved for. This is why I love it. And obviously, you cannot discount the fact that it has nostalgia factor. No matter what you think of the title, Mario Kart DS was a very influential and a very iconic entry for all. Oh. Ow. See, this is what I'm talking about. The pinballs, they're just kind of bouncing around, and it's completely random. Okay, I am genuinely curious about this one. Yeah, when I saw this during the reveal, I thought it was a tour track, but apparently this is an entirely new track, so I'm excited to delve into this and see what this guy's going on. Ooh. Okay. So this is my raw impression of this track. Oh, I guess you hit the bar and you get a boost. That's nice. Get back here, Donkey Kong. Okay. This ain't a bad track. It's got a unique aesthetic to it. I really enjoy that, and it's very tight and not very technical, but oh yeah, get those boosts. No. What the? That's always how it is. Yeah, it's like for a what am I trying to get at? For an original track, it's actually quite narrow. But all right, yeah. So far, it's not too bad. I love how you can chain together those poles. That's pretty cool. But yeah, with like the wafers and this tight little track, it's relatively easy to fall off, and there's no guardrail, so the aesthetic is pretty cool. I'll give it that. And I would assume one of the reasons why it's so simple is probably because it's also designed for a tour. So man, it's been a minute since I played Mario Kart Wii. Man, I loved that game. I was pretty indifferent to Mushroom Gorge, but it's a pretty solid entry. It's got a lot of unique little things going on, like bouncing off all the mushrooms. I mean, that's kind of become a staple of the Mario Kart franchise. So, come on. Oh, he just ran right into that. Oh, no. Oh, it. Yeah, let's get him. All right, let's get after it. Oh. Okay. Oh, man. I thought I was going to use that against me, but it just completely threw it away. But yeah. What the? I just randomly bounced there. Oh. Ow. Onslaught of red shells. Here we go again. Yeah. See, Mushroom Gorge, it's a relatively solid track. It is a solid track. What am I talking about? It's a really good one. It's not my personal favorite, but, it's pretty good. I didn't play an awful lot of Tour, so I mean, they're relatively basic tracks, but they got a lot of interesting ideas. Bandai Namco did a pretty solid job on conveying some unique ideas, even if they are very simple at their nature. I mean, it is a mobile title, so that is something that can be forgiven. Hey, how dare you steal that from me, donkey? Eat my banana. Daisy doesn't have a banana. What the hell am I talking about? What the hell am I even doing? I'm just playing. I'm here to play. I will say the music's pretty bopping. See, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, the first lap, we went through that one area. Now we're going through a completely separate area. And I love these ideas. I love the exploration of these, of not just doing circuits all the time, not just running around in circles, actually, you know, getting to explore. Especially on like more of these city tracks, it has more distinct vistas. And my gosh, it's just an onslaught of red shells. Go away, blue shell. I love that they added, hey, let's get the draft. Come on, no. Get that donkey. Yeah. Yeah, like I wasn't a huge fan of Mario Kart Tour. Obviously, it's not like the greatest option, but a lot of the tracks are pretty unique, and it's got a banging soundtrack. Now this one, from what I've heard, this one has a banger of a soundtrack. Very simplified version of Times Square. All right, let's get it going. What? There's like multiple. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, Tour is simple, but there's a lot of like various elements. There's multiple different ways you can traverse the level, so you can kind of experiment with what works for you. You know what I mean? God, here they come. Oh my goodness. Whoa. I just nuked everyone. Get out of here, donkey. Come on. Yeah. Oh, what's the odds, man? Oh, Donkey Kong. You're getting cucked. I'm interested to dive into this one. I'm not like super familiar with, I played the GBA one, but it's been so long that I don't really remember too much about it. So I'm excited to see what they've done with this and what I got to look forward to. I mean, Mario Kart Super Circuit was it was a pretty good game. I remember liking it when I was a kid, but it isn't like the most iconic, and it's nowhere near as unique as, say, like something like DS was. But I attribute that to the fact that the hardware limitations, really. I mean, it was on the GBA, so it was more or less Super Mario Kart with a higher pixel count. I mean, sure, there was more to it than just that, obviously. Get out of here, Morton. All right, if we're going old school, we might as well go old school. SNES and their many different iterations of Mario Circuit and Bowser Castle and... kids, if you want to be better than me, then don't be like me.
What?
It's the old adage. Do as I say, not as I do. You can't deny one thing, though. The music on Super Mario Kart is undeniable. I've always been kind of partial to it. Even though, like, the mechanics are god-awful compared to today's standards. I mean, you gotta admire what they did, you know? I mean, it obviously works better in 3D, but with the limitations of the hardware that they had, you gotta appreciate what they were able to pull off. Alright, anyone gets close to me, they're getting nuked. Alright, SNES. It's a SNES track, so take that as you will. One of the things I loved about the original is that you could ride through that tunnel and get absolutely trounced by the train. One of the very stupid elements that made that made 64 such an awesome title. Like, you just gotta appreciate what Nintendo was able to pull off in the day. They had such hardware limitations, but they understood their hardware limitations and nonetheless pushed it to its absolute limit. Especially in the latter years, they really got crafty. It's kind of like the opposite of what's going on right now. Oh, watch out for the train. See, this is what I'm talking about. You can go through the freaking track. Yeah. Let's get that draft. What they did with 64 compared to now is it seems like the Switch, they understand the limits of the hardware, and now they're just kind of riding the momentum, more or less. Yeah. So that's all the tracks, guys. So as stated, I stand by my opinions of Waluigi Pinball. It may not be the greatest like Mario Kart track of all time, but I do appreciate how dynamic and how chaotic it is. It adds to the funness, I guess. So be that as you will. I guess I'll see you guys next time.